And on the carbon tax, negotiations drag on between the government, the independents and the Greens with no end in sight. Greens leader Bob Brown also upped the ante today for Tony Abbott. The opposition leader says he would repeal the tax if the coalition formed government, but the Greens, who will control the Senate by the end of the week, are saying no, you won't. Bob Brown is in our Canberra studio now and joins me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Brett.
Now, first of all, the government planned to have an agreement on the carbon tax by next week. Is that going to happen?
Well, it may take a little longer, but the government always planned to have it in this period, and I think we will. I don't think it's dragging on at all. I think it's very fruitful, and I think that the goodwill from the independents, the government and the Greens going into this nation-building carbon price, which is going to make the future secure and which is going to look after householders, unlike Tony Abbott, is remarkable. And I'm looking forward to the process coming to an end and hopefully an agreement. But we've got yet to get to the finish line.
Rob Oakeshott was saying today there's a few sticking points, particularly compensation and renewable energy projects. But does that mean you have agreed on a price? Well,
we're still got, while ever these negotiations take place, the whole of a potential package is in movement. But I was talking last week about major hurdles to cross. A couple of those are out of the way now. We are, I think, getting there, but we're not there yet. And so the negotiations continue. But good, hard work, the nation's interest, and a cheaper outcome by far, as the economists keep telling us, than anything Tony Abbott's put on the board.
Now, on Tony Abbott, you said today if the coalition won power, you'd rather force an election before allowing the carbon tax to be repealed. Is that a commitment or a threat?
Well, no, I didn't say I'd rather force an election. The last thing I want to do is force any elections. Tony Abbott wants an election. The people of Australia deserve to get 3-year terms. That's why we're working so hard with the Gillard government to get a good outcome here. What I did say is that if we do get a carbon price which takes money off the polluters and makes sure it goes to the householders, not the other way around as he wants it, then we'll protect that. We won't be voting to overthrow that in the next Senate. Tony Abbott wants to say no to everything and to overthrow everything. We're for stability, responsibility and economic common sense, and we intend to be that stabilising force in this Senate. We've got 4 new senators coming in on Monday, and in future Senates, whether Tony Abbott's there or not.
But if Tony Abbott did form government and you kept voting no to any chance to repeal the tax, that would force an election, wouldn't it?
Well, that'd be up to him. I mean, as I said at the press club today, Brett, years ago the Greens were accused of saying no to everything. Now Tony Abbott's back where we were 20 years ago. We're being constructive about this, and if he wants to vote no to an agreement that's had so much energy and has got so much business investment waiting on it and so many jobs dependent upon it, that's up to him. If he wants us to vote no and we say no to that, well, we end up with a yes outcome, and that's what the Greens, we will stand by the outcome of these negotiations in future parliaments, because they're good for our economy, they're good for the environment, and they'll be good for the average Australians, the security of the average Australian's future.
We look forward to discussing those outcomes as soon as we can. Bob Brown, for now, thanks for your time.
Thank you.